Hello there everyone and welcome back. We're just about getting ready for potentially my third match with the Ember Knights, and the next match is definitely going to be a doozy, I'm going to tell you right now, with this pre-game kind of video that commentary that we're going to be doing. Alas, I did manage to get a couple levels up in, one of which is on my lineman, and possibly my lineman might be MVP if all goes well and a little bit of lucky dice rolls for my next opponent for stage 3 or match 3 of the YouTuber League is going to be Amazons. And the reason this is going to be a doozy is, for one, they all have dodge, so knocking them down is going to be incredibly difficult right off the bat, despite their low armor. But all their blitzers have gotten their level up in, 3 of them with guard, and that alone should be nightmare inducing, since they can get assists no matter how much of a mess it is with everyone clumping up together. If it turns into a bash fest, I should in theory just lose that out just because of these guards. And they also got an additional line woman with an additional block, which will, at least they outnumber me on the block front is the main story here, but with one of their players out, this is where the fouling may be most important for me, or at least gain injuries in general. Since sadly, they have enough team value to get like Bloodweiser Babe to at least mitigate the chance of knockout sticking throughout the course of a match, so I'm going to be relying heavily on trying to injure them or at least knock out as many as possible. And with Armor 7, if I knock at least one of them down, or even better, using Wrestle to possibly knock down one of the Blitzers, then I could be in good shape for taking one of them out early on, or at least in the offsets of whatever half I can at least have my dirty player out. It's going to be tough, it's going to be tricky. I only have 2 rerolls versus their 3, and again, they have less points than me. I was seriously contemplating cutting out one of my linemen to negate that, have us with the exact same point cost. I don't know if it's really worth it or not, since 3 of my linemen are going to constantly get bashed, especially if I'm on defense in the first half of the game, and they're likely going to get knocked out, if not injured, by the time that half is done, if they're doing their job at least. But it's going to be tricky. I've been trying to do a lot of preparation for this battle. It seems odd that it would be the higher point value, but Amazons in general are just a damn solid team just because of dodge all around. They drop off a little bit later on, I believe, just because of tackle not being like an early skill you would normally get, unless you're encountering a lot of dodgy based type of teams like heavy elves and that. Although, with the roster we currently have, it's, in all honesty, I don't know how dodgy our teams is. Sure, there's 3 elves and then the Amazons, which are probably the most likely candidates for dodge, but we still have a bunch of bashy teams and everything else, so I don't know if it warrants me trying to get tackle early, but even then, with only 1 level up on one of my blitzers, I would have liked to wait until I somehow got Might Blow before getting tackle on one of them. But this is going to be an uphill fight. I've been preparing for this as much as I can, and I feel like I at least could put up a fight. It just remains to be seen if I can win.
This does not happen very often on the Blood
Bowls. You can't have a
Bowls.
league if you can't play against each other.
This is true. It's heresy. It's all heresy.
Wrong universe. Although I'm sure Nuffle is really displeased right now.
Well, you know, Chaos Gods technically exist in Blood Bowl. Otherwise, there wouldn't be Nurgle and Khorne and whatever.
Yeah, I guess there's witch hunters in the Empire, so I guess they are still scouring for heresy.
It's just everybody. You know, you can play against a heretical team. Right? It's just all the confrontations in the Blood Bowl universe settled by playing Blood Bowl. So.
Yeah, don't ask me what diplomat managed to convince everyone to that.
Yeah, because to be fair, Blood Bowl's like almost as like brutally violent as, you know, war itself, so not too.
Which shocks me. Khorne would agree to it still, because more
right.
blood on war.
Invite is sent, my good guy.
Let's
So.
give this another try. There we go.
There it is. Alright, so the issue is on my end, I guess.
At least we got it figured out, so now there's nothing in our way.
We're good. So
Nice.
we have a block blitzer and a dirty player line.
We will see if they can do anything there, since you got dodge on everything.
Yeah, well, the black screen was because I actually got the game black to black. If you weren't paying attention to our to our conversation, boy.
Alright, we are in game. Good luck, good sir.
GLHF, dude.
Let's hope your Amazons don't get unlucky armor rolls if I ever knock them down.
That'd just be terrible.
I'll be lucky if I
It's
knock
the
them
worst.
down. Hopefully you're lucky they won't get seriously injured or mangled when it
I don't
happens.
receive them.
Ooh, and sweltering heat to add on top of that.
Oh, Jesus. That could make for a game.
To say the least.
Yep. No, okay. They're both our guys, right? Yeah. Okay. All right. Oh,
This is definitely a way to start with the sweltering heat. We're already kind of going to be possible victims to the randomness.
right. Yeah, exactly. Do I want to level up? Kind of want you. Alright. Okay. This is middle square. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. I think we're good.
Let's get the game started.
Let's do it.
And see if the kickoff event is just as random as the sweltering heat.
Alright. We'll lose a turn.
Ooh, nice deep kick at least, so...
Oh, there's a deep one. There's a deep one there, Skeeter.
Now, let's see if the linemen survive the initial beating.
We'll survive that one.
So far, so good for these guys.
Yep. He's doing A-okay so far. Well, I said that. And he's injured.
Injured right away.
Recovering alcoholic. Well, he's going to be recovering from more than alcoholism.
Yeah, that was the one who got the movement injury, too, from the first game. So he's out for another match immediately. Which, funny enough, he was injured on the second turn of the first game. So he's got very little playtime so far.
Seems like it.
This is not his Blood Bowl season. Better him than any of my other guys, at least.
Yeah, fair enough. Who can I get to here? I guess. I can hit you. Nope. That's not the move. Alright. See if this 2-die works out, I guess. Gotta blitz somewhere.
Not this time, at least. So all the good rolls were on the peasants, apparently.
Apparently. Yeah. Got the ball back there. Go pick up the ball. See what that rots us.
There you go. Easy pickup.
Easy pickup. Easy. Easy pickup is easy, I guess. Alright. There you go.
So what shall we try and go after here? Well, first off, let's get the lineman back up for more abuse. I suppose isn't the
Sounds like
there.
a plan. An excellent battle plan.
A sound one, but we'll see how it plays out, I guess.
Gets the pow.
Gets the POW. Do we get the armor break to go with it or not? Not this time.
Nope. Not today. Not today, Satan.
Oh god. I figured Satan would be Nuffle in this case. Never can
Yeah,
tell.
Satan comes and Nuffle comes and this little screen. Here. Here. And we'll take some hits.
He's still standing.
It's happening.
So what I'm learning so far is that one that's barely had any playtime should probably just get retired. Since these guys are performing better than him already, and all they're doing is taking a beating.
The guy took a stun, but not too bad.
I can live with that.
One, two. Right. Okay. And
Now it's time for the blitz, I think. Maybe.
yep, we're blitzing this good old blocker. See if we can get a power.
There you go. That's close enough to a POW.
What? Ooh,
Complete
KO.
knockout.
Brutal. Amazonian women not to be effed with.
Especially if they have Mighty Blow, but thankfully that's not the case. Maybe.
Maybe, yeah. True. Yeah. Actually, probably there. Okay. I think we're fine. We're A-okay here.
For now, at least.
The blitz comes in and knockdown.
No armor break so far, alas.
Yeah.
Try as I might.
This number 7's holding up fairly well. Only got 2 hits in so far. 3 hits in so far?
Yep, still
Yeah,
many
3 hits
turns
in.
left though.
Yeah, you may just trick them. Who knows?
Now the gambit, see if this plays out or not. 50-50. Nope, not happening.
There's the Dodger, you know.
Yeah,
He's KO'd.
he had enough of this crap.
He was done. He's done.
He want none of it.
It was tempting to hit that blitzer, but I don't think we'll do that. About that. Yeah. We'll actually do this before we move, just to see what the result is.
Alright,
for
so,
that.
are you okay with the wrestle or not?
Yeah, we'll have to be okay with that. Kind of shitty, but
Gotta get use out of that skill somehow, right?
yeah. Good thing I did that first. Alright. Go. If that wasn't a peasant, I'd consider fouling it, but
Yeah, it's only like 40,000, so yeah. And I got more where that came from.
You have quite the little hefty little line of peasants, don't you? Don't you?
Well, with you seen firsthand how quickly they are kind of ejected from the match.
Yeah.
I kind of need extras. It's kind of self-explanatory, really.
Yep.
Hmm.
You seen a hit on the catcher? Ah, and he goes down. Boom.
Still
Okay.
surviving the armor break so far.
Yeah, it's pretty fortunate.
Definitely looking like it.
Alright, let's see what the positions of the Bretonnians are.
Here we go. Your move now.
Okay.
Although with all these knockouts, it definitely is presenting more open windows for you.
That's true. Alright, we're going around here.
Nothing this time.
Okay.
The peasants are crap, but the blockers are doing fabulous, apparently.
Apparently, man.
Although you still get... I think you can still get a block on if you so wish.
Oh, I wish.
Ooh, still standing. I'm impressed with this one. Although I take back what I said about the blockers doing amazingly, because one of them was already knocked out. I kind of forgot about that. Easy, easy dodge.
Alright, sorry about that. I had to talk to a friend
No worries at all there.
about
It gives me more time to strategize for
the
what little
rainbow
avail it might
scene.
do.
Yeah.
Because I definitely got quite the mountain to climb with having to deal with these guards.
Yep, that is the purpose of them.
Let's see if we can go 3 for 3 on these knockdowns so far. Not this time.
Oh. Not today, Jeremy.
That's a shame.
The dodge of the century. Will he make
Well,
it? Oh, he does. Oh my god, he does.
It would be a dodge of the century if the peasant could do it. Which the peasant knocked himself out trying, so he needs to work on it a bit. It ain't not nearly as impressive as that infamous ogre I've been hearing about that's been dodging lately.
Oh god, ogres have been dodging? Jesus.
Well, I guess Pirate Joe is playing more of a silly type match. I'm not entirely sure how true it is since I don't recall watching too much of that match, but apparently there's a lot of hype about this dodging ogre. It's gonna get even worse once it has break tackle and, God forbid, dodge.
Jesus. Yeah, break tackle will make it actually good at dodging. That's good shit.
Yep, there's 3 turns left, so this would be the time to use rerolls if you feel the need to.
Not particularly at this point in the turn.
Nope, just reminding you.
Things to go horribly wrong.
Maybe I'm trying to incentivize that, but seeming friendly.
Yes. Oh no.
Seeming surprisingly friendly about it. Gotta use those rerolls for something, right? Even if it would ultimately be your end. The blodge did nothing this time.
Did nothing. I didn't particularly need it, but I welcome it. I welcome it wholeheartedly. Yeah, this is fine. I don't need to limit those. Then we'll go ahead, put you like right here. Yeah, we should put Go down, go down.
Considering them knocked down.
No break too. He's dead. Oh.
That's a little unpleasant.
I think my team has killed 3 people for some reason.
Yeah, no experience points, so I could probably let him go.
Goodbye, Squire John. We'll miss you.
He'll only be replaced by another squire.
What are these blitzers gonna do?
Remains to be seen, I guess. There, a little bit of a lucky roll. I wasn't expecting a POW, but I'll take it considering the guard. And only a stun, alas. I couldn't give you payback.
Oh, blue. One-die POW.
And no other way to get those additional POWs. And to go for it too. That I did not notice.
Yeah, I was hoping you wouldn't POW her, you know?
Yeah, I was kind of realistically expecting a push. It would have been 2 right dice because of the guard, but it was a blitzing opportunity. I just don't know if it was the smartest play. Let's give it a try, Daryl, though. If the ball bounces badly, assuming a wrestle or something.
Push. Do we re-roll the one die? We don't. It's the GFI.
Dodge failed me.
Dodge fails, man.
Now I feel vindicated for not doing that earlier.
Fair enough.
I was hoping to make that one line woman there have as difficult as time as possible trying to get the blocker out. It looks like you get it easily.
Well, luckily that one die did not work out for you, because that could have been bad.
Yeah. Probably could have tried to get away with the reroll, since even a wrestle would have been helpful there.
Oh, for sure.
I was just worried the ball would just bounce out of the way, and with rerolls, you would have a relatively good chance of just picking it back up if it bounces unfavorably.
That's true.
Since I didn't quite have the best angles, I don't think, for it.
The armor break. That is a. That's a boy. Blitzer. If I can speak.
Yep, now.
He didn't April that one. No.
Yeah, no long-term injuries.
For the season, yeah, for the season, that's not that bad. For this game, that's not.
Yep. Dice rolls are not kind to me today there. Even with 2 replacements. Because right now, more of my positionals are knocked out than the linemen now with that additional injury.
Let's see what's up here. Let's take this 2-die. It's a knockdown. Do that. Okay.
I was waiting for another injury.
And let's see if we... Okay. Okay.
He's just gonna have a nap.
Yeah, he's just taking a little breather. Yeah.
So now I can't quite reach unless I do something really risky here.
Alright, what is happening?
Let's see if the dodge fails a second time or not. Before I try anything that ridiculous. It almost didn't, apparently.
Yeah, no date so far, Rafa. There's just, Blood Bowl 3 was accidentally announced and then taken back immediately, but I'm assuming...
It was kind of
everybody...
taken back by the announcement of the possible update to the tabletop rules, since that was leaked in the announcement as well.
Yeah.
So I think that's the main reason it was pulled down.
Yeah, but I mean, it was retracted. There's no official any other announcements besides that one, and then it's supposed to come out in 2020 with a new rule set, which is not. Nobody was supposed to know that. Games Workshop probably made them.
Well, this is probably
take
going
that
to go
down
horribly.
immediately because they're very secretive. Those bunch. Whoa.
Oh my. If this somehow works, then we're outshining the infamous ogre. I'm gonna go for it.
Lord.
Stupid, but
Happened?
it was the final.
Well,
it was the final space too outside to
It
go
would have
for
been
it.
glorious, I gotta say, but let's just take a look at these dice rolls for a second.
Yeah, it was just the final one that failed.
Which guy was this? He was Grail Knight Nathan.
Yep.
Okay, Grail Knight Nathan. Dodge on a 4-up 6, 4, 6, 5, and then a 1 and a 3. That was
He almost
6-4.
made it, but at the end he couldn't live with the pressure of being the infamous one to dodge all those tackle zones.
I guess.
Couldn't handle the pressure. And he choked at the last possible moment, because that was the last space too, outside the maybe to go for it.
That was a 4-up. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I heard a little bit of fear coming from you for that briefest of periods.
I definitely was. More impressed. Like, I would be more impressed than like saddened by that.
And yeah, well, not really much losses on the sweltering heat. But
you lost a guy.
Yeah, just the one. I was expecting more.
Hopefully this switches, because I don't want to deal with that in the next half.
We'll know soon
Would
enough.
preferably not want to deal with that.
Yeah, because like I said at the beginning, that could screw either of us over badly. Although, with the injuries, I'm kind of already getting screwed over. So, for all I care, keep the sweltering heat. I have less players to get affected by it now.
You heard it here first, folks.
Hello there, Lord Wolf. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully there's a
We
chance I
don't
can
want
turn
the
around
block
for the second
now
half.
There. Case of power. So we good. Alright.
No, I don't think I can. I don't even think I have enough players to even possibly surf it over. Never mind with just the 7 movement speed. Yeah, we'll have to somehow get pushed 6 spaces forward. So we're gonna have to relegate ourselves to bashing.
Bashing. Oh no. Alright. See what these Bretonnians got in them. The glorious kick.
High kick. So we'll just get we'll give the lineman the honor of picking it up, and watch it fail spectacularly on a 5+. That would have been amazing if it gone off the pitch, though.
Yeah.
Not that it would matter,
But
but at least they can bash your players in style while holding the ball.
yeah. There goes one leg.
Yep, we'll see if there's any actual armor breaks or not this time.
No, not so far.
I took them all for you, apparently.
Yeah, seems like it.
This one survives.
Alright, seeing a foul.
Yeah, not going to be an impressive one since you do have a replacement, but sweltering heat could still affect this, maybe.
Yeah, I'll see if Sweltering Heat.
And that was Devils, so he's also out.
Yeah, it's not particularly good.
I was hoping for a little bit more out of him, or at least an additional foul or two. So, but they're still knocked out, which is not terrible. It's almost as good as an injury.
Oh, you're knocked out.
And now the moment of truth. Sweltering heat, what the heck do you do? 3 of your players are out, and only one of mine, but it's a blitzer.
Okay, well, that evened up the pitch.
Yep,
pretty
one of yours
good.
was also a blitzer, so that could be felt.
Yeah, it's not great here. Lineman. Okay, well, not great.
Although I think after all that, you maybe still have more numbers than me. I have 8 there versus...
Let's see, you have...
No,
Four,
you
you have
8 and 8.
We are both at 8. Okay.
Aw, Kitty, how can you be offended by me fouling? It's in my linewoman's nature, being a dirty player. He kind of has a reputation for it.
Okay. Well, this amount of people.
Leave it to Gladiator to be happy for the fouling. Probably not happy with the result, though, of immediately getting ejected, though. I had plans for that player, that lineman, and it wasn't meant to be. He didn't even make it to the second half. He's almost as bad as that one lineman that's now missing another match. Who's had a grand total of, what, 3 turns in the season so far? It was almost entirely getting bashed on.
Rough. Alright, let's see how this works. Interesting.
Now I have only 2 blitzers, so that complicates things a bit too.
You had to leave for a minute. Rafa, there's no official date. All we know is it's coming in 2020 at some point. That's all we know. I'm looking forward to it, but I'm also kind of like, because we already have all the teams and all the DLCs and stuff for Blood Bowl 2. And it's still a really good looking game. I like the aesthetics, so I don't know. We'll see what Blood Bowl 3 has to offer, I guess.
Yep, it'll just be the big question on how many teams we'll have for Blood Bowl 3, especially if they're sticking with the same graphics engine, which I can't honestly remember if it's Unreal 4 or not.
A reroll or something.
You didn't need those in the first half. I don't even think it burned a single one, so you're gonna get good use out of that. So where did the ball land? Okay, way over on the left. Still no armor breaks.
We'll take it. There's a foul.
Knockout, I'll take that. The poor cheerleader. Maybe this is what I was waiting for all this time. To get beaten to a pulp in the first half, only for it to turn around when the numbers on the field are still even. Don't ask me to sense in that, though.
Not getting knocked down the duty.
Not yet, anyway. So let's see if I pick this up or not. The theme is continuing so far.
One hit peasants.
Not the lowly peasant that's out in the open for you.
Die, peasant, die.
Well, with what we've seen so far, it could happen. Nope, not this time. They're starting to get numb to the pain of getting knocked down constantly.
I feel no pain anymore.
Maybe he smuggles some narcotics, that might explain it.
Yeah. Smuggler.
Ooh, almost. Well.
It's a juicy foul, but I don't think we're really doing it.
He's a cheap one. Ooh, wasn't meant to be.
Stunnerino. That's okay.
Have a good night there, Lord Wolf. Hopefully I can miraculously even it out.
We shall see.
Although, any injury could make the difference, or at least a knockout, with us being like, well, currently you have 7, so it's possible, maybe. Just depends, again, on the rolls, as always.
That is pretty much Blood Bowl. It's dice-based game.
Skills irrelevant. It just
Well,
it
I
just
don't know.
allows us to better organize our rolls. So when we do get those snake eyes, it'll be in style.
Yeah. It's a pass.
The POWs are continuing, so at the very least, those rolls are going well. Not so much the armor breaks, it feels like.
Seems to be the case. People keep rolling a lot of POWs on me, which is not very common because rolling 6s is kind of not particularly in the highest of odds. But
That's
then
for sure.
they don't break my armor that much, so kind
So
of
you're
weird.
kind of okay with it, thankfully.
Yeah, you know, okay with it. Okay with it to a degree.
It just means you can't bash me back as easily.
Pretty much.
Now let's give this another try, shall we? That time worked. Your go there.
Alright. I'll take a little hit on this guy.
He's still standing. The narcotics are still in effect. At least for another turn.
Guess it's 1, 2, 3. Everybody's 1, 2, 3. Let's see if we can just hit some peasants.
Another peasant down. Will the narcotics spread to him as well? Apparently they do. Will it happen again? Nope. Easy dodge out.
Okay. About that. see where we're going here. What's in the ball? It's the pass.
The POWs are continuing, but I would have settled for both down. Sock him with the ball. No knockout that time.
Just a stun.
Let's see if this pans out or not. No dirty player last, so not going to be as successful probably. Not this time.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Let's go ahead. See if we can hit you away.
Still getting the knockdowns. He's still up.
He is. Oh, what I want. That's what I'm getting, I guess. Okay. That hasn't again.
Their POW. Or no, both down, never mind. So that restricts your movement a bit.
Then,
Got the 6.
Alright. Here we go. I was wondering, there should be some like secret weapons that you can bring onto the field, like as a 12th player or something, and then they get called out, you know, like a secret weapon at the end.
There's like some... Wasn't there like some special cards or something in the 2016 rules set? I don't know what exactly they are because I never played the tabletop.
Yeah, same.
But I think there's something like that. Maybe just not to the extreme you're suggesting though.
Yeah. Well, because I'm surprised they haven't implemented like more guys on the pitch than 11. You know, obviously like 11's the standard if you have like some special player or rule or something.
Now, the moment of truth, I guess.
Catch.
That's not a good start.
Ooh.
Now I'll have to use one of those dang rerolls for this. Did we get the snake eyes? Alright, I didn't want to get too greedy on that thing, go for it, but we'll see. You can reach them or at least block the path, but the question is how easy would that be?
Okay, well, there is some things I need to do first. Like...
Feel free to bash the lineman, I offer it in tribute.
There we go, there's something like that. I like that.
Yep, that wasn't the drug dealer or the drug addict, so narcotics did not spread to him.
Fair enough. Alright, let's see what we can do. Oh, no, shit.
Oh, what happened?
I
Oh,
misplayed.
moved the wrong player there.
Yeah. Back. I wasn't paying attention. You're supposed to be married. Joe
Yes,
bitch face.
more mistakes like that, so that way maybe I can capitalize on it somehow. Not in this case.
Well, that was fucking I don't know why I clicked on her. I literally phase shifted my brain.
Got too excited there.
Yeah, that was good joke over there, you dumbass. Okay. No, let's do one more going for it. And a dodge. Yeah.
If only that was my blodge player.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Not
Oh,
this time.
There's the fail arena. Alright. Okay, well, that very stupid start to turn turned out all right, as we failed or succeeded all the stuff we needed to. So get on that up. Raw, raw. Fucking peasants sound so funny.
Yeah, silly little peasants.
And then just the uncomfortable Amazon moaning. Oh,
Still no armor break, alas.
yeah. Well, it was made up for the fact that the weather just took out, like,
Yeah, I
a
guess.
good majority of it. Alright,
Let's
we
give it
got
another try there, I suppose.
the final
1 in 9.
roll. Picks up the ball.
Don't know how well that helps me, though. Especially with them easily able to circle around.
The ex-convict.
So if this works as I'm hoping, it's just your 2 versus my 2 on the right side. Unless you're willing to burn a blitz to try and break through. Although you can always skirt around the edge with your dodge, that's always a possibility too.
What is this? Might have to be taking the 1 die here. I don't know.
That's what I like to hear. Remains to be seen if it works out. Since it was looking pretty rough for me in the first half, but like you said, it did bounce out some with the sweltering heat.
Yeah, the sweltering heat came in clutch, for sure.
And I don't feel too bad about losing that blocker since I should already have the money to buy a new one.
That's true. I'll take the 1 die first, just in case we see what happens a lot.
Just a push. Will you reroll?
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a lucky break for me.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
You were disciplined before on those rerolls, but I guess that just shows how close it is with a potential tie.
Right.
probably should just go straight for a touchdown, so that's... yeah, I have the means to. I'm just wondering what am I trying to set up for in that case. I'm just going to do it for the hell of it. This is probably going to cost me not trying to stall it out, since you're easily going to have those 3 come back.
Let's see. See what Nuffle gives me today.
Yeah, it's less rolls with those 3 sweltering hits, and 1 recovers. Yeah, my 1 knocked out lineman's out. Still.
Alright, well, this is...
No sweltering heat, 2 on mine, and both of them are blitzers.
Oh yeah, this turned for the worse for you, definitely. All my guys are back. Full force. Except for Lodge linewoman.
Yep, so it's looking very likely you could get the touchdown with 3 turns, which is why I would have liked to try and stall it out some.
Yeah, it is hard to stall against Amazons, but...
Yeah, with built-in dodge, you definitely have the best dodging potential, even of the elves, unless they already have dodge.
Yeah, yeah, I don't know. I think the move was definitely to try to stall. I don't know how successful it would have been, but...
Yeah, I wasn't feeling comfortable to it, but that's what I was thinking there. Since it seems like those 3 or 4 were doing decently keeping the rest of your team at bay.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I didn't really have much of a team left, but now I have, like, everyone, I think. I have full roster. Which is going to be pretty rough. Pretty rough. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, and my Blizzard also got Sweltering. He was also my Blodger, too. So yeah. I can't use him to tank hits. Well, I guess I have to leave it to Nuffle.
May Nuffle ever be in your favor. Yeah. Man, there's 0 rerolls too, yeah. Alright. I don't even really care about the line too much. I'm gonna hit you opposite of where we go. Okay. No, can't do that. Can't put you over here. Right. Okay.
Let's see what Nuffle gives us.
See where the kick goes.
Oh, I would have liked that reroll. Ooh.
I'll take that.
And you get the touchback as well.
Yeah, good way to put it on. Put it on Deborah. That's better. Okay. So... Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see, do the linemen still hold true?
Yeah, sort of.
Just slightly. The match will be over by the time he gets up.
Oh, maybe. Okay, we have to move forward first.
There you go. No stun.
That is indeed a stun Marino. There. All right, now we're gonna take a hit on a peasant. Let's see where that
Not the peasant.
goes. Yeah, that means I can't move too far here. Too far. We'll still do this guy here. Or this lady, shall I say? I keep calling them dudes and guys, but although they're a bit, tomboyish, they're not dudes.
That explains why he suffers so many sweltering heats. They were getting sick and tired of being misgenderfied, I guess.
Yeah, misgendered. Yeah, exactly. Never reroll a push. No, you definitely reroll a push. Because I like to get powed, Christopher. So what most likely would have happened in that situation is, not most likely, but I just know what would have happened is, I would have pushed, gone next to the sideline, and he would have either pushed me away or rolled a pow, and then just continued to do whatever. I still think probably the best move was to, if you wanted the stall, or not the stall, if you wanted the tie, probably the best move was to stall. That being said, I would have tried like all the bullshit in the world to try to stop you. So. Speaking of bullshit.
And that's going to be assist there, so... You're pretty much going to get the touchdown no matter what, so I'm going to have to attempt it. And unlike the other dodge attempt, this immediately fails. And I still have an apothecary, so let's see how bad this is. No long-term effect.
He's a-okay. Don't even worry. Don't even worry about it. Alright, well, here's what we have to do.
I should have saved that miracle dodge attempt from the first half for this occasion, because that would have likely succeeded.
Yeah, that was quite the dodge. Made like four ups, and they're all like, there's 2 6s, a 5, and a 4, I think, which is pretty nuts.
So close yet so far.
Big boosh.
They just weren't up to the pressure, I guess.
Under pressure.
Letting themselves get knocked out and injured so easily, and failing such crucial and ridiculously unlikely dodge rolls.
Yes. That summarizes it fairly well.
Either way, good game there, sir.
Yeah,
the
GG.
stalling would have been the right choice. I kind of suspected that, but it seemed unlikely either way.
We'll greed that. Greed. Greedy. Okay. And Nah, I'm not gonna foul you. I almost did, but I was like, that's kind of.
I'll take that as a compliment if you hate my guts that much.
I don't hate you guys. It is a respect foul. You know what people in Rebel says? If you don't foul your opponent, that means you don't fear their team, which means you don't respect them. And you know what? I respect you, sir. So.
I still got an apothecary, so I'll take it with grace.
Yes.
There.
She's sent off.
Karma bites you in the ass.
She's gone. Double twos.
Now, be so bold to try it again, because really don't have much other alternative. This is even more unlikely to work due to 6 pluses.
Get up and try.
He,
Oh, he made the 6.
He dodged 2 of them. That was the final dodge he would have need to do as well, so...
My lord. Your dodges, man. Your dodges.
I'll try.
Alright,
I've been
this was a pretty weird game due to sweltering heat. It shifted a lot of things, both in the late game here. Second half, it was pretty ridiculous.
Injuries and early knockouts too.
Yep.
But that's what the linemen do.
Yeah, a lot. Peasants just get effed up because they have no skills, and their Agi 2 or Armor 7 is not a great combo. For sure. Anyways, GG, sir.
Good game.
Run it in here now.
What can I say? I was inspired to try and emulate that ogre that's gained so much praise.
I wasn't even aware there was a fanatical dodging ogre amongst us.
I will have to watch the match itself there and see. It's what I've heard. At least it wasn't as 3-0 as what the people were suspecting, so at least I can give them the finger for proving them wrong.
Yeah, no, that was a lot closer game.
Yep, and I'm at 100,000, so that def meant nothing there. I can easily replace the blocker.
Hey, my Blitzer got the MVP too.
Congrats.
Hey, you got an MVP on a blocker who's not like dead, so that's cool.
I tried to make it happen, and it wasn't meant to be.
Yeah, this was not meant to be. Yeah. Alrighty, good sir. Have a good day. I'm validating the match. I'm gonna go get my level up here.
Yep, and hopefully I will see you for the final rounds, perhaps.
Yeah, the playoffs or whatever. For sure.
Wish you luck otherwise.
Yep, have a good one.
Take it easy.
Peace out.
So, needless to say, that was a brutal match. Sure, I was seriously expecting the linemen to get knocked out or injured really easily, because that is kind of their nature. But with a death, 2 injuries, and of course sweltering heat just made that all sorts of complicated. Thankfully in my favor, considering the first half, but hey. Realistically, I was seriously contemplating stalling it out. I had a hard time envisioning how likely that would work in my favor. If I had a reroll, maybe I could have gotten away with it, but hey, you see how expensive these rerolls are. It's not cheap, and with me, once I get my lineman back, I think I still will have the highest team value of the entire league, or at least I did have the highest team value before. Okay, Maserati had 10 more points than me, because I think I was at 1170 before the start of this match. I could be wrong. Either way, those rerolls aren't cheap, and it's gonna bite me in the ass a tiny bit, just because of team value. But it definitely would have helped a lot there as well. Either way, I tried preparing for this match. It was not an abysmal failure. The dice and the injuries just really made that difficult to even get the 1 touchdown. But there was still real possibility for a tie if I did stall it out before a touchdown. But anyways, thank you everyone for watching. I did not lose anything because I can easily buy myself an extra blocker, and really, only thing I need is extra rerolls from here on out. Provided. Oh yeah, let's see what Nathan gets. I kind of forgot about that fact. So nothing too exciting. I would like at least one of them to get access to Mighty Blow. That would kind of be the dream. Although I'm going to have to think long and hard if I want dodge, since a handful of players have already gotten tackle in preparation for the elves, and we have a dwarf team as well. But I think I'm still going to go with block. It's maybe Marcus and Evan I may forego dodge, depending on how many tackle we're looking at. So I'll grab it now. I'm okay with 2 of them, it helps balance it out, and there is some good stuff I can do with dodge. At the very least, my dirty player didn't get killed or seriously maimed. It doesn't help a whole lot, alas, but with that said, how many players will I have when I get another blocker? So I'm going to have 1 extra. Not quite enough to get another alignment though, so... Are Bretonnians without horses even Bretonnians? That's a good question. They still have the aesthetic, they still have the medieval style, so maybe that answers our question there. They're still Grail Knights. They have the trophy as part of their helmet, for crying out loud, so there's still the exact same flavor, you would think anyway. But to be fair, that was a bit of a mountain to climb, at least trying to win that match. It was definitely possible, but it was rapidly not becoming realistic with the early injuries and early knockouts. Nonetheless, that's the hard matches out of the way, since I think we play against Skaven next, and with 960 points, they're having a bit of a rough go so far. They can still get their 11 players, but this is also a newer player too, so it's not going to be as intense as Malt and facing off against dang it, I forget their names. I apologize to my opponent. Gojira. It's not expected at least to be as intense as Gojira and Malt. So I'm still looking forward to that, and then match 5 we're facing off against the ogres. Speaking of which, do we have the dodging ogre yet? No. Unless they have yet to do their match. Either way, I rambled on long enough. Thank you everyone for watching. I don't feel too bad about that, since that had possibility to be a tie, if I had maybe stalled it out another turn or 2. But I thought of maybe playing it safe and got screwed over by the sweltering heat yet again.